8379. What power of 10 is equal to 1 billion? A. 10 to the 6th power. B. 10 to the 10th power. C. 10 to the 9th power. The correct answer is C. To determine the power of 10 that is equal to 1 billion, we need to figure out how many times we need to multiply 10 by its if to get to 1 billion. If you do the math, you'll see that 10 multiplied by its if 9 times, 10 to the 9th power, equals 1 billion. Therefore, the answer is 10 to the 9th power. 8379-1. What is defined as a group of bits representing a complete piece of information? A. Byte. B. Bit. C. Word. The correct answer is A. A byte is defined as a group of bits that represents a complete piece of information. A byte is a unit of digital information that typically consists of 8 bits. A bit, on the other hand, is the smallest unit of digital information that can have only 2 possible values, typically represented as either a 0 or a 1. In computing, bytes are used to represent a wide range of information, including text, numbers, and other types of data. Bytes are also used to measure file sizes and storage capacity, with larger files and storage capacities typically being measured in kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, and beyond. So, a byte is an essential unit of digital information, and it is defined as a group of bits representing a complete piece of information. 8379-2. Convert the binary number 00001111 to a whole number. A. 31. B. 15. C. 8. The correct answer is B. To convert a binary number like 00001111 to a decimal number, you can use the positional notation system. Each digit in a binary number represents a power of 2, starting from the rightmost digit. In this case, the rightmost digit is 1, which represents 2 to the power of 0 or 1. The next digit to the left is also 1, which represents 2 to the power of 1 or 2. The third digit to the left is also 1, which represents 2 to the power of 2 or 4. Finally, the leftmost digit is 1, which represents 2 to the power of 3 or 8. To find the decimal value of the binary number, you simply add up the values of each digit. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 equals 15. Therefore, the binary number 00001111 in decimal is equivalent to 15. 8379-3. Convert 7 to binary form. A. 0111. B. 0011. C. 1110 to convert decimal numbers to binary form. We use a process called division by 2. The correct answer is A. We divide the decimal number by 2 and write down the remainder. Then, we repeat the process with the quotient until the quotient is 0. In this case, the decimal number is 7. Using the division by 2 process, we get 7 divided by 2 is 3 with a remainder of 1. Write down the remainder, 1. 3 divided by 2 is 1 with a remainder of 1. Write down the remainder, 1. 1 divided by 2 is 0 with a remainder of 1. Write down the remainder, 1. Now, we read the remainders from bottom to top, 111. This is the binary form of the decimal number 7. In the answer choices provided, the binary form of 7 is 0111. 8380. Find the square root of 1746. A. 41.7852. B. 41.7752. C. 40.7742. The correct answer is A. To find the square root of 1746, we can use a calculator or a manual method. Using a calculator, we can simply input 1746 and press the square root button. The result is approximately 41.786. If you'd like to know how to find the square root manually, here's a brief explanation of one way to do it. Start by dividing the number into pairs of digits from right to left, starting with the decimal point. In this case, we can group it as 1 and 746. Find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the first group of digits, 1 in this case. The square of 1 is 1, so we can use 1 as the first digit of our answer. Bring down the next pair of digits, 746, and double the first digit of our answer, which is 1, to get 2. Determine the largest digit that we can add to 12, which is the product of 2 and the first digit of our answer, to make a product that is less than or equal to 746. We can see that 5 is the largest digit.